In the Pudong district, where we are rolling along. The two women's team matches are in the books. One of the men's team matches also complete now, and final match of the morning session. This is the men's team gold medal match, and it's going to be the Netherlands taking on Korea. A year ago, Furukawa Takaharu led Japan to a win over Korea. Can the Netherlands knock off Korea in the gold medal match? We're about to find out. The Dutch guys knocking off Russia, Japan, and India this week to get to this point. Chef Vandenberg in the middle. Rick van der Ven on the left and Mick de Bakker on the right. Ranging in age from 25 to 21 years of age. Young, experienced, talented. Very, very strong team for the Netherlands. And they'll have to be strong against an interesting squad from Korea. Korea got on a win streak this week, knocked off China, Chinese Taipei, and Great Britain to get to this match. But China really didn't send its A-team here. Their 6 Olympic qualifiers did not come to stage 1. They sent a lot of other youngsters, and we're seeing them right here on this stage today.
Yeah, exactly. The Korean team only just completed their Olympic selection, and instead of sending their Olympic team to this event, they'll send them to World Cup 2 and 3. And they've got a junior team here. However,
and they're good enough to still get to the gold medal match.
The Korean nation's got so much depth. They've still made the gold medal final here in Shanghai.
Shooting for Korea today, Park Sung-cheol, Lee Sung-jun, and Han Jae-ah. So 3 newcomers, 3 new fresh faces for Korea. They just roll off the assembly line in South Korea. And even when Korea doesn't send its very, very best, the archers they send are good enough to stand tall and get to a gold medal final here in Shanghai. Well, shooting from the left side, Rick van der Ven to start it off, 25 years old, ranked 3rd in the world. With Coach Ron van der Hoff in the box, Rick van der Ven starts off with an 8. About 10 o'clock. Mick de Bakker trying to pick him up. Team bronze medal, captured in 2014, and de Bakker getting a little bit closer to the middle. Now the chef. See what he's cooking up. Another 9. So 8-9-9 for the Dutch boys to start off in this gold medal match against really a team of unknowns, exactly. At least outside of Korea.
Exactly. Well, the stage hasn't
never changes.
Hasn't scared them off so far.
No, Han Jae-ah starts off with a 10. That one will drift high into the 9 ring for Lee Sung-jun. And now Park Sung-cheol, 20 years old, unranked. And a pair of 10s. Impressive.
Yeah, good solid start from the young Korean men.
It's almost as though there's interchangeable parts.
Oh, it just and that's what drives the standard so high, because if you're not on your game, someone else is going to take your spot straight away.
They don't have to send Kim Woo-jin, Kim Dong-yeon, Oh Jin-yek.
Exactly. They've got younger boys sitting there ready to go and to shoot.
And they're hungry.
Exactly, and to shoot at a high standard.
The Netherlands shooting well. That's 3 straight 9s as Mick de Bakker lines it up. Another left-hander down the middle, dead center. And the 21-year-old Chef Vandenberg, who won a team bronze medal here in Shanghai 2 years ago, 2014. He won gold this time around. And a respectable score, 55 for the Netherlands here in the opening set. Hyundai strays into the 8 ring.
Good matchup so far in this gold medal final. Very tight scoring.
Lee Sung-jun playing the kind of tune that Korea likes to hear. Slowly, deliberately, Park Sung-chul, 20 years old,
Tight set.
out into the 8 ring. So, kind of an up and down set for Korea, which I guess you would expect with 3 relatively inexperienced archers, at least as far as this stage goes.
Exactly, and that's probably the disadvantage the Korean team have, because they've got such depth. A lot of the archers don't get the consistency of going to regular World Cups because the team is always changing. Yet, you know, we see the Dutch team here, regular faces, like they're used to the scene, they've shot on the stage before, so it's a big stepping stone for the Korean boys, but you know, they're still shooting very well.
In this match, tied up at 1 apiece after they split it, 55 all. 55 points for the Netherlands, 55 points for Korea. Once again, Korea getting to the gold medal match with wins over China, Chinese Taipei, and Great Britain. And the Netherlands knocking off Russia, Japan, and India to get to the gold medal match on Recurve Sunday in Shanghai's Pudong district. They tell me every one of these buildings that surrounds the central green, and they are enormous buildings, including the 2nd tallest building in the world, the Shanghai Tower, they're all occupied.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive.
Every floor.
The population here in Shanghai,
20 million?
I'd hate to imagine what it is. It's
at least 20 million. Actually, I should say the Shanghai Tower is just opening up now. They opened up the first 5 floors this coming week, but it'll soon be completely open.
And to think Australia's population is 25 million.
It could fit right here in Shanghai. Or conversely, you could fit all of Shanghai into Australia. Yeah.
Exactly.
Of course, you've got a lot of land out there in the middle.
We've got plenty of land.
Out in the outback.
Yeah, a lot of it's unused.
Three 9s in a row for the Netherlands.
Consistent shooting, but a few 10s would be handy.
Very intense, Hyundai. Powerful shot. No nonsense. They may be young, but they have been well schooled, well trained, and it's showing off. Back-to-back 10s by Hyundai and now Lee Sung-jun. Park Sung-chul, who's captured 3 World Championship medals already, all of them back in 2011. Talk about a group. That is impressive.
Certainly. 3 10s, and they look like they're doing it very comfortably, very easy.
What was the line in the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? Who are these guys?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure we'll see more of them in the future.
And now the Netherlands wondering who these guys are. There's a 10 by Rick van der Ven, a much needed 10.
Exactly, just clip the line.
To Bucker with a 9. And again, it's a little deceiving once you get on television. That target looks a lot bigger than it actually is when you're 70 meters away from it.
Not happy with that shot.
So Chef. He and his teammates knowing once again they are vulnerable. It's gotten to the point now where you're surprised when it's not in the 10 ring for Korea.
These guys are shooting so well.
And again, we're not talking about Oh Jin-yuk or Im Dong-yeon or Kim Boo-man or Kim Woo-jin.
Bit of tension in that front arm. Oh.
Where did it go?
You could see the tension in that left arm. And then as he released, he
missed.
Yep. Tension in that front arm. And then on release, you could see it just collapse away. And it now has given the Dutch team...
Yes, new life.
Exactly.
As the Netherlands will win the set by virtue of that miss on the shot by Lee Sung-jun. Lee Sung-jun missing. And you had pointed it out, Matt. He was at full draw for a long time.
And the Koreans are renowned for very quick and precise shooting. And that was certainly unlike the Korean method. You could see holding a long time, a lot of tension, and then just collapsing on the shot. And obviously, not sure where the arrow landed, but it didn't score any points.
So while Korea has been spectacular up until that missed shot on the second to last arrow of the second set, the Netherlands has been consistent. 9s and 10s, only won 8. And thanks to that consistency, they now lead it 3-1. There's something to be said for that consistency. Hang around, and maybe your opponent makes a mistake.
Exactly. We've seen that in the matches yesterday in the compound. Just need to remain patient and just do your job, do the best you can, and make sure the other component makes a mistake, which the Korean team have. So the Dutch team really need to consolidate and try and run away with this now.
This men's gold team medal match brought to you in part by Fila, the official uniform partner of World Archery, as Korea gets back to business. Han Jae-ah with a 9. Now the young man, Lee Sung-jun, who had the miss on his last arrow, shooting a little quicker and a lot better. That'll get the confidence back again.
Yeah. They certainly would be rattled. It's unlike a Korean team to not score with one arrow.
A rare miss, and there's a not so rare occurrence for Korea. A 10. Park Sung-chol, whom we shall see later on today. Rick van der Ven smoothly drawing it back. Letting it fly. Drops it in the 9 ring. Now to Bakker. Didn't appear to be all that pleased as he released it.
Looked a very rough shot. His release was a bit sloppy, as you'd say, but just out of the 9 ring.
So here's the man with 4 World Championship medals to his credit so far in his young career, Chef Vandenberg, the 21-year-old, putting it just inside the line. So 9 more points, 3 straight 9s, has the Netherlands trailing by 1 midway through this third set. The Dutchman leading 3-1 in the match, and an excellent shot again by Han Jae-ah. He's done a great job in that lead-off spot. Mr. Lee lines it up, gets a 9. And now Mr. Park. Park's almost out of that 8 ring. So there's a chance the Netherlands has an opportunity to tie this set or actually win it. 3 straight 10s would do it.
It's difficult, but it's still possible.
Rick van der Ven with a 9. So the best the Netherlands can hope for right now is a pair of 10s on these next 2 shots to tie up the set and split the points and maintain a 2-point cushion in the match. And that has gone by the wayside now.
So the Korean team will take this set despite the result of this arrow.
Even if it's a 10 off the bow of Chef Vandenberg, they'll come up 1 point short, and they do come up 1 point short as Korea wins at 56-55, takes the set, claims the points, and this men's gold medal match has gotten even more interesting as Korea pulls into a draw right now at 3-all after the first 3 sets. The first 3 matches of the day here in team competition, not all that close. Russia winning the women's bronze medal by defeating Germany 5-1. Then in the women's gold medal match, it was Chinese Taipei over India 6-2. India then, the men from India, blanked Great Britain 6-0 in 3 straight sets to win the men's bronze medal. But a much more closely contested gold medal match. As you can see, the judges looking at it from every angle. Crispin Duenas in the crowd.
It's Crispin.
I believe Crispin will be joining us this afternoon to comment on the mixed team and individual men's and women's bronze and gold medal matches. Getting back to the action here, in the shadow of the bottle opener and that other building on the right in the background, that is the world's tallest, second tallest building, I should say, the Shanghai Tower. I have some statistics on that building. It's remarkable. It is, let's see, 127-story super skyscraper. Cost them about $2.28 billion to build it, Matt.
Unbelievable.
They opened it up this past week, at least the basement section of the building. At 632 meters, it's just a shade shorter than the 823-meter Burj Khalifa in Dubai.
Unbelievable. It looks very impressive as well.
Almost looks like a tornado twisting kind of a building. And it's a green building, which makes it even more interesting. But we're not here to talk about architecture. We're here to talk about...
It's certainly good to look at for the backdrop for this gold medal match.
Yeah. Well, we blended architecture with archery. How's that?
Exactly.
Critical set right here, and DeBakker with a crucial shot right there, a 10 after the 9 by van der Ven. And the chef wants to keep it going. Chef Vandenberg. Not happy with that, despite the fact that it ends up in the 9 ring. Not happy with his technique?
No, exactly. He still managed the 9, but you can just see and feel the tension amongst both teams. They both have got an opportunity to take the match.
Look at the intensity, the focus, and the concentration on the face of Han Jae-ah. Impressive young man. In fact, really, we did our research. There was nothing on worldarchery.org. There's no background information on these archers. Almost none whatsoever. That's how unknown they are.
Exactly. This is
but look how good.
Exactly. The first international stage, and they're still able to perform at a high level.
On the line, that should be a 10.
So the scores are tied. That 8 with an asterisk, it's definitely an 8. Maybe the angle from where the scorers are, can't quite call it, but it is definitely an 8.
Well, Rick van der Ven and his teammates need to just focus on their own job at hand, and that's very close. They give him a 10.
Yeah.
Appear to you to catch
Yeah,
the line?
I believe it's catch the line.
Whew.
It'll certainly be some close calls.
Goeie 9,5.
No doubt about that one.
Maar chef. Balans en druk.
Vandenberg.
9,5. Rechtszo.
Putting that missile in the 9 ring. And again, you can tell Chef not pleased with his performance. This young man, though, has been impressive. The focus, the concentration, the poise. Anjea. Again, another 10.
He's been impressive.
As much from the mental standpoint as from the physical standpoint.
Exactly. Just so solid, and the miss they had in the second set didn't really rattle the team. Although he's still holding you can see the front arm shaking there.
Mr. Lee Sung-jun. Oh, this time though it works out.
Yeah, sigh of relief there.
Boy,
Yeah.
there's a relieved young man.
A 9 to take the match.
For all the marbles, Korea's young team can win the gold medal. 3 unknowns, getting it done here in Shanghai. Who are these guys? Well, they're the gold medalists. That's who they are. It's all over as Korea takes that set. It would appear, although I guess we're going to wait for the judge's ruling, the final ruling on some of those arrows, just to make sure. So a delayed celebration perhaps for the young Koreans.
Yeah, I believe.
And a tense moment for the Netherlands.
Pretty sure the Koreans have taken it.
But again, that's why World Archery flies the judges in. And it appears the decision will go to Korea. So Korea sending some of its youngest and not well-known archers, not yet, but young men who may be able to make a name for themselves on the world stage here.